Hello and welcome to the Handshake here on New Vision TV with me, Lynn Komjisha, where we get to discuss our issues, the economic issues especially, and that has to do with the money issues, with the economy generally. And somehow we know the economy is doing perfectly fine. Thank you very much. We know that, don't we? I'm joined by my colleague Paul Busharizi to help me understand a couple of things and also help you understand some of these very important things that you need to know. Paul, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, how are we doing? I mean, that question is funny, but how is the economy doing?
We're doing fine, I think. Well, we're hanging in there. As long as you're not dead, you're doing fine.
Okay.
We have some big event coming up this week, I think. We've got a summit for refugees.
Yes.
In which we're hoping to raise $8 billion.
8?
Yes, we've got about 1.2 million refugees in Uganda.
True.
And from South Sudan, I hear they're coming in at about 2,000 a day.
Wow.
So there's a lot of strain in northern Uganda, and we need money to keep them in good shape.
So we are waiting for that money before we even know it is there.
Well, once they commit, then you can start spending, knowing that they'll.
Who knows?
$8 billion is bigger than our budget, by the way. It's almost our budget, actually. Our budget
that is $8 billion US dollars.
Yes.
Ah.
About 28 trillion Uganda shillings. So.
Oh, that would
Yeah,
finance
but I
our
think
budget.
no, it'll be phased over a few years. It's not one go. Yeah.
Oh wow, there we have it. I hope we get this money. Now, Paul, today my concern is recently private entities were urged to invest and actually save with the capital markets. So, what are capital markets in the first place?
As the name suggests, they're markets, but what is in these markets, what is dealt, or what is traded in these markets is shares of companies, company debt or country debt, which in bonds, in the form of bonds, or it could be even commodities. So you could have people trading commodities like coffee, gold, oil. All those constitute capital markets. They trade in these various things.
So how can someone save in capital markets?
No, I mean, maybe let's say that today in Uganda we have the Uganda Securities Exchange.
Okay.
So this is where shares in companies are traded. So to trade on these shares, you just have to go and open an account, almost like a bank.
A bank account.
And you say whatever you want to sell and whatever you want to buy of these shares. It's a way of, I can understand, I think the call was made by the Prime Minister.
Yes, yes.
And basically it is a way of mobilizing resources. So for example, if you're a company, a few years ago, the New Vision needed resources to start up radio and TV and beef up and build our printing press. So we went to the capital markets and we said we're selling more shares in the New Vision and we want so much money. And people bought the shares and we use this money to invest in TV, radio and our printing press. So that's how you do it. So basically the call is that what's called equity. It's kind of, they say it is cheaper money and it's patient money. Because you're an owner of a company, you don't expect to get your money tomorrow immediately.
Okay.
And you share the risk with the company.
Oh, this is why they call it an investment.
Absolutely.
Because the Prime Minister was insisting this can increase investment in the country. Yes.
So, for example, if New Vision wanted to borrow money now, if it went to probably borrow money, let's just say about, let's say 10%.
You're right.
But every year they pay a dividend, which by the way doesn't even come up to even 2%. So it's cheaper money, it's more patient money. People who buy shares are not looking for immediate returns, they're hoping for returns over the long term.
Oh.
So it can spur investment. Imagine all this money was in under people's mattresses and pillows and socks and bras.
Yes.
So now, now you can use it to buy a share.
Okay.
And this money will be used by the companies to invest.
And by investing, we have jobs available for our unemployed youth. But Paul, Our private entities around here, do you think they will really take up this idea? I don't see them being so enthusiastic about it.
Well, it's a thing that has to be continuously. It's the sensitization has to be done over and over again. You know, given the stock exchanges in the region, I think we might be ahead of Tanzania, but we're very far behind Kenya in terms of participation by the general public.
Right.
We are still rudimentary in how we think about investment. We build houses and we buy animals and we buy land. That's how we think. But there are other alternatives. It's an alternative to investment.
Okay.
It'll take time for people to catch on. But yeah, people like the Prime Minister talking about it will be useful.
Great. There you have it. If you're a private entity, this is your time. Try to create investment in the country. Help us grow as a country. And, well, that's all we had for you here on The Handshake. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.